What up? What up? What up, though? Let's see what we got here. Trying to get a couple things together real fast. Couple things together real fast. Let me get the screen pulled up. What's up, family? Let me share my screen. Talk about some fucking football, Joe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I can't see some of the comments, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up right here. Maybe that'll help. Figure it out. I have to pull it up on my phone so I can see. All right, there we go. I think that'll work right there. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, man. What we looking like, man? What y'all plays looking like? What y'all like to the line? What's everybody like? Somebody make a comment in the comment section so I know I got it tuned in real fast. Somebody give me a comment real fast? I don't give a fuck what it is. Just say what's up, what, so I can make sure I got it set up right. Somebody throw me a comment in there. Let me see something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Do I get it turned on? But we'll see. Either way it go, we'll see. All right. So I know we all play FanDuel in here a lot. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got to start looking at PrizePicks and DraftKings and other books too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways. It's a lot of ways, man. You know, all these books got their best, got certain attributes. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really awesome to use DraftKings right along with this shit. Especially same game parlays. I was constructing one for this early game and working on my PrizePicks too, man. PrizePicks is fire. So definitely something that you need to check out. Let me see. You can get that. Same game parlays and shit on DraftKings. They lit. You can throw receptions in there, man. That's really good. I got Irv Smith Jr. and Juwan Johnson in there. So I think, I think this probably be something that I'm probably going to end up playing. But since that's the first game, let me go ahead and touch on it, man. I know we all, like I said, we all use FanDuel and FanDuel. Man, just look at DraftKings for right now, because DraftKings, you know, they don't be stingy like that. You know, to the, you know, let me get this down. Go to the regular props here. They're not stingy with they props like FanDuel. FanDuel wait for forever to bring their shit out. And like I said, it's a lot of flexibility when you do same game parlays and with DraftKings and other books. You get other options, man. You know, you get decent amount of options. All right, so I know that first game, man. First game. I don't know what y'all looking at, man, but I'm looking at the I mean, I'm looking at the concentrated offenses, man. Where we know exactly where shit is going. You know what I'm saying? Where all the production is coming from. We got we got injuries to certain people. We're gonna have receivers like step up and shit like that. So that's why I'm pretty much focused on, especially throughout the week with these injuries. Like this first game, I'll be focused on Jarvis Landry. Hopefully he can go back to that target monster role. Yeah, who that is? We the people. I see you. Yeah, like you said. Olave over on yards. He just had a monster a couple weeks. I think he had like 13 targets back-to-back games. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm skeptical about is, how is Dalton? You know what I'm saying? How is he going to be? I know he's a capable backup, whatever case may be, but how does he want to run this offense? You know what I'm saying? How does he want to work? Like Jameis was running it. I know we're gonna see Olave. He's gonna be, getting a lot of short yardage and shit like that, and along with the deep ball. Then I'd imagine Saquon Smith probably jump up into that number 2 role, and I don't know where Landry is gonna play. He's probably gonna be, it's probably gonna be in that slot or whatever the case may be, and I'd like to see him there. Then, I think we should see elevated target share for Kamara. So. It ain't a guess. It is somewhat of a guessing game, but I just think everybody should see a bump here, some type of bump. You know what I'm saying? We say Michael Thomas out too, so he gets extra targets, and that number is short. And like I say, I do mess with yardage. I'm like a lower odds type of player. So I just try to hammer them. Like this right here. And then on top of that, I'm a targets player. You know what I'm saying? And then let me see. Hold on, let me get to the bottom of the screen. And then speaking of targets, like I say, scatter your shots to play other books. Now, PrizePicks, look, they offer reception targets, okay? So this is I really like this. You know what I'm saying? You can cover all facets of the game. All right. So they offer reception targets. You don't have to fucking catch it. You don't have to physically catch it as long as you throw that motherfucker your way or whoever way. You know what I'm saying? And that's some of the beauties of that's the beauty of shopping around and using different books to your advantage. We got FanDuel. They're good. They don't offer a lot of things. I'm a targets type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So we like for instance, they don't have they got 8.5 reception targets for Olave. What do you say? Yeah, KJ Osborne, and then so look, Saquon Smith, he's gonna be out there too. He's a speed, he's a deep threat. But either way it goes, like I said, Olave, he's got 12, 13 targets. I mean, you could just take the over on his targets. Jarvis Landry, they just might be too low. 6.5 targets. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on and on. These are just targets. Just targets. You don't have to fucking physically catch it. So those are different bets right there. Those are different bets on different books that you can take advantage of. Remember that, man. That's going to be really vital to that shit. To plan, to plan. Even knowing your quarterback matchups and shit like that, it's going to be really vital. Being able to scatter your shots. Irv Smith Jr. That's somebody who I was really looking at. His reception probably sitting at 2.5, but I'm probably just gonna stick to the most. You can't play that shit in Jersey. Oh man. I know you would be on it. Somebody who I'm really looking at here is Juwan Johnson. All right. His receiver probably sitting at 20.5. Juwan Johnson, he could pop out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna need him. The tight end, he's gonna be rolling across that middle. But you know what though? Yeah. So I like Juwan Johnson, man. I got some love for Juwan Johnson. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can see I got him in my same game parlay up here. 3 receptions, 2 receptions for Irv Smith, over 14.5 yards for Juwan Johnson. I'm gonna sprinkle something on that. I wasn't actually through building it. I was just seeing how the fuck, which way I want to go with this. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's like we already know what FanDuel offers us. We know that. I just want to come over here to DraftKings to put everybody and let everybody know that there's a lot of different flexibility options when it comes to different books like DraftKings and other books. So, but as far as the side of this one, I guess I don't know who I want to. I don't really play too many sides. To tell you the truth, I'm a prop guy, but Kamara. I think he should be, involved heavily in this offense. You can probably catch him in the receiving or the reception category here. His reception yards are sitting at 25.5. Last year that would have just been too low. Hopefully, 25.5 is definitely doable. You know what I'm saying? You could get that shit done in one take. So that's something to really, really look at, man. Olave, like I say, Olave is low. I just need to know, what type of Andy Dalton we gonna see, man. The Red Rocket or what? You know what I'm saying? Not really focused on the other side of the ball because we already know what can happen over there. But all the targets are concentrated on both sides of the ball, man. On both sides of the ball. You're not going to see too many new faces. So, two concentrated offenses, I can get down with this game here, truthfully. But I ain't trying to be greedy. Give me a little money. Give me a little something. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out of there, So those are a few people a few guys or whatever that's on my radar. All right. You guys got some plays, let me know. I'm going to move over to the next game. What do we got? All right, let's talk about this. It ain't too much I really want to talk about here. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a tale of two tales right here with this Cleveland Browns and this Atlanta Falcons game. Like I touched on that shit early on the channel. It's just, the tale of two tales here. I think Chubb should have his way with this here. One team want to, slow it down and run the ball. One team want to up the, speed up the tempo. You could probably look for somebody like Mariota in the rushing game. He'll definitely. They're gonna need everything they can get to try to move the ball versus this Cleveland Browns team. And then, like I said, I probably don't want to target this game. If Cleveland Browns have their way, then I think they could slow the game down with Chubb and Hunt. They just been fuck around, be running the shit out this ball. And just making it tough for Atlanta Falcons to even get things going. They gotta have when you can run the ball as efficient as Cleveland Browns. I think it's just like trying to keep a hot offense off the field. If Cleveland Browns get up a touchdown, so it's gonna be hard for the Atlanta Falcons to recoup that. Especially when they they don't have they have a running game, but I don't think they'll be able to establish it as, Cordell Patterson. He can go out there and pop something, but I don't know, man. I just think Cleveland Browns got enough to wear this team down and slow the tempo down. You know what I'm saying? And Atlanta Falcons look like they need a little bit more up tempo-ness to get things going. Coop, yeah, definitely. Njoku, definitely. Njoku coming across that middle. And then, like I say, Hunt and, who was that? Baker Mayfield, his ass just got he trash, really, but to me, I don't know about you guys, but yeah, he got to be a little bit better, but oh no, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. They got Baker Mayfield is over there in Carolina. I'm sorry, guys. But either way it go, yeah, man. He jumped on up, see him. Out the way, right out the gate. Right out the gate. If you jump on Chubb rushing yards early, I think that was a good thing there. You could probably also look at his attempts, even if you don't want to go for yards. Let me see. Rushing, receiving yards, receptions, rushing. What was his rushing attempts like? Rushing and reception props. I'll have some interest in this rushing attempts there. Receptions, rush attempts. Nick Chubb's 18.5. He's probably going over that. He's probably going to get 20 rushes in this game. He might go over that one there. So that's something that you're going to look at there. Let me see if I can get a number on there. Let's see something here. Let's see something. I got so much shit to do. I got lineups to put together. I got all types of shit to do, man. Yeah. I mean, 23. He's averaging 20 carries a game. So, I mean, 23 versus Pittsburgh, 17 versus the Jets, 22 versus Carolina. I don't see why he don't go over 18.5. I don't see why he doesn't get 20 carries here. All right. I don't see why he doesn't get 20 carries here. So the 18.5 is definitely in jeopardy. I mean, what they get? I don't see them just passing it like that all the time. I don't think they can stop them. So I think carries are in the play for me. I don't know what the prop is on FanDuel, on PrizePicks, rushing yards, rushing attempts. Let's see, rush attempts for Nick Chubb. Let's see what we got here. It's 18.5 on PrizePicks too, so I like that. I like that 18.5. All right. So let's see. Of course, Amari Cooper, the usual suspects, and David Njoku, those guys are in play. And then, like I said, for guys like Drake London and on the Atlanta side of the ball, those guys are in play. I mean, him and Kyle Pitts, they're definitely in play. No matter how you look at it. I mean, targets, whatever the case may be. Because, like I said, don't forget, you can come over here to PrizePicks, and they don't have to catch the ball. You can just go for targets. Okay, how many times a receiver is targeted? All right, so that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of books, I don't even think books even have this. So let me see if I can find Olave London. See if I can see what his target's going to be like. So his props here, over 55 yards receiving, 15. His fantasy score 15, 4.5 receptions and 6.5 reception targets. So let's see. He's averaging probably about 8 to 10 targets a game. Let me get something. Let me see. Through the first three. Okay, so we had a 7 targets, 12 target, and 6 target game. So yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. What was it? 6.5 targets. You like the overs on all that? It sounds like a plan, man. Sounds like a plan. I don't know if I'll go there, but it sounds like a plan. Definitely does. 4.5 receptions is. I mean, come on now. What's my boy name? Pitts. Let's see what he's looking like. 4.5 receptions for him. 7.5 targets. 12 fantasy score, 55.5 yards. I don't know, man. 4.5 receptions just look like something. Targets just look like something. I don't know about the yardage or whatever the case may be. I don't know, man. I don't know. It took a while for him to come along. To tell you the truth, motherfucker. Yeah, it's probably receptions low. Yeah, probably gonna be Cleveland Browns or nothing. But I think that running game could definitely weigh things down. All right. Let's talk about this Buffalo Bills game here, man. I got to go back and look at the weather. You guys know about the weather? Let me know. I got to go back to Twitter, check on Kevin Roth. Probably gonna be okay though, So this is the atmosphere that you like to target, that I like to target when it comes to, just shit, whatever, same pace up matchups, same game parlays, whatever the case may be, a lot of receptions, bad secondaries, let's get it. So, this is going to be a hell of an atmosphere here to target. I don't really have to even touch on too much. I mean, Secondary for Buffalo banged up. Baltimore giving up runs. Giving up everything. You like Diggs and Andrews for sure. Andrews out there, getting that. He's out there getting that Kelsey treatment. Both of these quarterbacks, rushing threats and rushing TD threats. It's going to be a lot of ways to attack this game here. Singletary is getting out there, and then you got guys like who I got on my radar is going to be Gabriel Davis, man. He's on my radar. To tell you the truth, for a touchdown. Gabriel Davis is on my radar for sure. It's time for him to have a game. Knox been popping out. Anybody can pop off. You just don't. You don't really need me to talk about this game. Me, truthfully, I could care less who win this game. I care less who win this game. I just need it to be. I need the pace to be what we think it's going to be. All right. You guys like some? Drop some. I just need the pace of this game to be what we need it to be, man. When I use my get my alternates together and yada yada yada. But yeah, man, it's just so many threats. A decent amount of route runners over here. So let's see. So many threats and a decent amount of route runners over here to and this especially this Buffalo offense, man. They just it's hard to tell where it's going to come from. Like Gabriel Davis, he should be playing. Kumaro is probably going to be out. Yeah, going to be out. McKenzie, Crowder might pop out. It's so hard. But I'm gonna tell you, I like Gabe Davis in this one here. I just, the secondary over here for Baltimore is not good at all right now. And Diggs should draw some attention, depending on how they want to defend him. And Gabe Davis and plus I'm starting Gabe Davis ass on my fucking fantasy too. So his ass better fucking pop out. But like I say, truthfully, I could care less who win this game. I just need the game. I need this to be a paced up matchup. All right, so we can eat. No question asked. All I'm looking for is to put something together and give me the plus 100, plus 200, and I'm out of that, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Tell you the truth. Mission is a profit and not deposit. That's the whole damn thing for me. All right, let's talk about this Washington and Dallas Cowboys game here. We should get a couple. Additions back. All right, so we should get Dalton Schultz back. We should get what's their slot receiver name? We should get Dalton Schultz back. We should get what the fuck is his name? Help me out, man. People, help me out. What's buddy name? All right, I'll pull it up though. Okay, yeah. So we should get Michael Gallup back. So I don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna probably see. We're probably gonna see Gallup. Gallup probably gonna stick in the slot. I don't know. Noah Brown has been playing okay though, man. So they've been giving up runs. I mean, not runs. I'm still in baseball mode. What the fuck? They've been giving up yardage. This could be a game, man. This could be a game here. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, big time target muscle last few weeks. Things should only get better here as some of their weapons got healthy. And if I can get this blue shit from down here, right? So some of the receivers are getting healthy. So yeah, man. I mean, 12 double-digit targets each week, and that lead me, just like I said, with even with you said Pollard, yeah, Pollard's in play. Even with PrizePicks. I don't know what they got his targets at, but let's see. Lamb. See. So they got his targets at 7.5 on PrizePicks. Yeah, what up?
Where you at, bro?
I'm at the crib. I hit you back. I'm recording. I hit you back. Wait for the go.
Okay. You know my name, go to the taco place.
All right, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So the targets. Yeah, that's too low, man. 7.5 targets. He'll have to catch the ball, man. He'll have to catch the ball. That's 7.5 targets. That's 7.5 targets. So there you have that, But yeah, this offense is getting healthier, man. Dalton Schultz, and then you got Michael Gallup coming back. So yeah, and I don't mind Cooper Rush. I don't mind Cooper Rush. Now the other side of the ball, this offense is concentrated on the other side of the ball as well. Now you got McLaurin. I'm gonna talk about McLaurin because he been coming along late, man. We need him to pop off early and often. You need McLaurin to pop off early and often. All right. He be getting there. He be getting there late. Having the motherfuckers scared, like, damn, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah, but and then you got Curtis Samuels. Curtis Samuels has been a Swiss Army knife for these guys in the rush game, in the rushing game. I don't think he's doing that now. I don't think it's early. It's early, man. It's early. This motherfucker's been a menace, though. He's averaging 10 targets a game. He just knows where to be on the field. He knows where to be on the field. 10 targets a game, and he's getting rushing work. You know what I'm saying? He's about what? Around 3 carries a game. Curtis Samuel. So even in PrizePicks, I can't stress this enough. If you're not playing this here, I mean, just targets. What do they have Curtis Samuel targets at? Curtis. That's definitely interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'll say this one more time because I'm ready to unload on that motherfucker, but it is what it is. Them lines ain't about to move. Yeah, too low. Yeah, them lines ain't about to move. Another guy that you can look at here. If game script allows it, if they're losing, and you could look at somebody like J.D. McKissick, and don't forget the live bet too, man. Live betting is where it's at, man. So J.D. McKissick has been okay in the past game. All right, look at his targets: 9 targets, 7 targets, 3 targets through the first 3 weeks, 6, 7, and 3 receptions. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just, remember, if it don't apply now, then later on. All right, later on when they get into a game where they're projected to be losing, this game is a division game. Sometimes you got to really, really look into that. Those games are grind out games, man. So you got to look at things on both sides of the, on at every facet of the game. You know what I'm saying? This is a division game. Things can get kind of chippy here. These guys are going to be playing like it's the motherfucking championship. I think Washington is in play here. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. But yeah, just point out a few things there. Casually, getting at it. Hold on, let me see something. Send the text message out. All right, so let's move over to the next game, man. Seattle and Detroit. Good game here. Another game where we should know where the targets are going to. Some more surprise injuries here, and surprise injuries is a motherfucker. Yeah, right now I did not think DJ Chark wasn't going to play, but I mean, I didn't think he was going to be out, but he's out. So that's going to leave us with Reynolds. Reynolds, yeah, he's going to get the targets here. Khalif Raymond, Quinn Cephas. Cephas, he's a deep ball threat, okay? Tom Kennedy, these guys are going to be out there. Excuse me. Jared going to be out. I like exception. I love exception. Between Hawkinson, Reynolds, probably going to be the top two targets. Khalif Raymond probably going to end up getting a fucking touchdown some type of way. And then receptions, like for I already took a stab at that. Jamal Williams, with no Swift, he's going to be, he's already a touchdown vulture. Swift can get him down there, and then here comes vulture. Here comes Jamal Williams, take away touchdowns and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like I said, target monsters. I mean, I like Jamal Williams. I took him for 2 receptions, and 2 out of the last game. PrizePicks is, let's see, it's still, I got it at 2. Let's see, Jamal. Hold on. Come on, man. Okay, so yeah, so his receptions, yeah, I got it at 2. Yeah, I took it at 2. Like, what the fuck? Give me that. Reception targets in at 3, and then don't even get me started with your TJ Hawkinsons and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think they target his Hawkinson. Hawkinson's definitely something. Definitely something good. One, I like both of those. All right, so just to give you a quick look at what they've been doing this week. I mean, throughout the season, you could look at. Since we talk about TJ Hawkinson, let's check him out here. Receptions, 4 targets, 7 targets. His targets are sitting at 6.5. So he's hit that in targets last 2 weeks. I mean, 2 out of 3 weeks. And then his receptions sitting at 4.5. I mean, no DJ Chark, no Amon-Ra St. Brown, no Swift for the 4.5. On DraftKings is with targets. You can put them in same game parlays, or you can alter it. You can bring it down to like 4 targets and you can put them down to like four targets. So using these books to your advantage is always good. It's always good. All right. It's always good. And then, you got that same game parlay X with whatever the fuck you call this shit, DraftKings. Yeah. And then, I mean, shit, what's the name had 10 targets last week? Reynolds had 10 targets last week. I know he getting his thirsty ass out there. He got a Q tag. He getting out there. He had 10 targets last week against Minnesota. So, 6 reception on those for 96 yards. So he's a seasoned veteran, been around LA. I think he played at Tennessee. So, it is what it is. All right. On the other side of the ball, I just, I think this is a good spot for Seattle. All right. It's just, it's a good spot. Secondaries ain't too good. What's his name? Geno Smith been letting it fly. So I can't talk you off nothing from DJ Metcalf or Target's been getting peppered with a decent amount of targets lately too, man. So he's something we could definitely look at. And then it's a good spot for this offense, man. I mean, what's his name? Rashad Penny. I would love to see him get more carries because he's a beast. If you ask me, he's a beast. So I'd love to see Rashad Penny get more carries. I actually think he's going to get a touchdown. He's going to be on my ticket for sure. He's going to be on my ticket, on my touchdown ticket. After looking at things, I'm gonna have to take a stab at him. Let me see. This game. Let me get another game up here. Chargers in Houston. Here's a game. I know Houston. I know their defense has been a little bit better as of late, but I just can't. I can't back Houston in this spot. Nobody can really back Houston in this spot. Tell you the truth, but I just think they too much for them on paper. Minus Keenan Allen. And then I just think they're gonna be too much. The guy who I got on my radar here is going to be they got some pieces, man. I'm looking at Palmer like, come on, man. I mean, Palmer, in the absence of Keenan Allen versus this team, I'm looking at Joshua Palmer in this one here. He does got one touchdown on the season. The last 2 weeks, he got 8 and 9 targets. So the targets are going to be there for him. Everett, the target's going to be there for him. And then, definitely looking at also Eckler as his targets have been ramping up. All right, so what'd you say here? In my opinion, which is better to focus on, individual stats or fancy points? So you're talking about PrizePicks. It just depends. It depends. So when you talk about PrizePicks in fantasy, they're using PPR format, and it depends on the type of player and what that player does, man. If you know what PPR format is, do you know what PPR means? It means points per reception. So while we're talking about this game here, we're talking about somebody like Austin Eckler. Okay, so I was just talking about Austin Eckler. So what you get with Austin Eckler is let's talk about the last 2 weeks. Okay, so a point per reception. Okay, so a point per reception, that just means every time you catch the ball, no matter if it's for a loss, you still. So he had 8 targets and 10 targets in back-to-back weeks. He's been very efficient. 8 receptions on 8 targets, 9 receptions on 10 targets. That's 8. The receptions every time you catch it, that's a point. Okay, in PPR format, fantasy format. So this is relative to PrizePicks. So you have to know your personnel. When you know your personnel and how the game flow is and what type of player this person is, and even sometimes you might get these receptions, but these receptions might not be even needed in the matchup. Like, you never know. You never know if he even needs to be targeted this many times in this matchup. So, a big time shootout game where you think they have to, move the balls are going to be tougher than move ball. Then it is what it is. So he would have received last week 8 points alone just on these reception targets. You know what I'm saying? So to your point, and just knowing your personnel. Now, like I said, when you mess around on PrizePicks, just targets alone, they have that. All right. So what was his name? Austin Eckler. So they have target props. Okay. So let's see. Reception targets. You don't have to catch the ball. Just have to be targeted. All right. He's eclipsed this the last 2 weeks. And, there you have that. Fantasy score. Where's his fantasy score? Let me see. Fantasy score. His fantasy score is 17 points. All right. So let's say he goes out there and get 8 targets, 8 catches. That's 8 points off his fantasy score. A touchdown, whether he catches it or rushes it in, that's 6 points. So if he gets 7 catches and then, a touchdown, that's 13 points right there. And yardage with it, whether it's rushing or receiving yardage, you also gain points there. I don't want to go through the whole scoring. I don't want to go through the whole scoring system. You can go back and look at the scoring system, and then you can reiterate your thought process. All right. So that's how that's going to work on PrizePicks. Dope site, definitely a dope site. You see, that's my promo code. They sponsor my channel. If you guys want to sign up using my link, if you got any questions or whatever about it, I'll fill you in with that shit, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so like I said, I don't really have to even go into the props. I could just use a chart like this and just go through the players that I like. And like I said, on paper, I don't have to really do too much talking about this Chargers team. Let's revert our attention over here to the Houston side of things. Okay. Now, looking at, first of all, I'm going to start off with. All right, let's start off with Pierce here. I don't know what type of game. I don't know if this game script is going to favor him. I'd imagine that they're going to be down. He's not a pass catching running back. Okay. That's just not what he is. Rex Burkhead is the pass catching running back. Okay. So game script plays a lot. When game script plays a lot. He's got a decent amount of carries. He's got a decent amount of carries the last few weeks, but he's just not that guy in the passing game. And game script. When I say game script, I expect these people to be down, and I expect them to be passing. You got somebody like Rex Burkhead. He's the running back, that comes in and gets the passing down work. See, 5 targets, 3 targets, 8 targets. When we need to get back in the game, we can't have Pierce out there. Pierce is a bruiser back, you know what I'm saying? So we can't have him out there. Sometimes you got to try to figure and think about how the game is going to be played. All right, so I just think they're going to be down. I don't, and then that's how people come up with unders. Me personally, I'm an overs guy. I just don't think the game script favors somebody like Pierce. Now, you got Brandon Cooks and Nico Collins. They're running the show here at the 1 and the 2. Brandon Cooks is a target monster. With a team like the Chargers, I just think they could try to probably game plan to take him out. But the targets are there for him, have been there for them. He disappointed me last week against my Chicago Bears. He disappointed me. He had 7 targets, 2 receptions. Man, I needed him like 40 receptions. 40 yards or some shit like that. But he fucked me up on that. But either way it go, the targets are there for him, 17 and 12. If for some reason you think they're gonna take him out the game, which lightens up the matchup for somebody like Nico Collins, then there you have it. You can look to Nico Collins for a little something here. 4 targets, 9 targets, 3 targets. I don't know what his numbers are on the books. I can take a sneak peek and see right now. Let's see what his numbers is on the books here, just in case we want to go there. All right. Let's see. In DraftKings, they do put this. I use this as a landing. I'm going to use this more as a landing page just to do my podcast and shit like that, because they put a bunch of different players out there, man. So let's see, and it makes it easier to navigate. Game lines, TD scores, passing props, rushes, defense, all that shit. So and I'm a receptions type guy, so it is what it is. But reception yards, you're gonna see 63 yards for Brandon Cooks. Where's Nico Collins, 40 yards. Rex Burkhead, 18 and a half. Then receptions, you got, where's Nico Collins? 3.5 receptions. If you think they're going to try to take Brandon Cooks out the game, which is 5.5 receptions, I do got some love there. But, sometimes, those numbers can jump out to you. And then, it's never, listen, you're not losing nothing if you fade. You know what I'm saying? Fading shit is just a part of, you're learning how to fade shit, man. This 4.5 is definitely not I remember possibilities for Bryce Palmer at 4.5. At plus 120. Number 2, shit, with the targets that he's getting, shit, it's not a river possibilities there. So definitely I like that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like overall, it's the Chargers and nothing in the spot here. maybe something like a 2 touchdowns and a win, maybe a same game parlay and get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Those numbers pay the same. Without picking a side, I try to pick these numbers without picking. Get to a certain number without picking a side. You know what I'm saying? All this concentrated targets and usage and stuff like that. And then, like I said, FanDuel makes it a little bit harder. I ain't gonna lie. Especially you gonna notice it after week 6 or 7 when the lines get tighter. FanDuel makes it a little bit harder to make a profit. And I personally, I go for lower odds. So like if I go for a same game parlay here with the concentrated usage, it shouldn't be too hard for me to get to plus 100. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying. First of all, it shouldn't be too hard for me to get to plus 100. If I put a same game parlay together with this game here, let me see. Just with receiving yards and shit, just receiving props alone, I should be able to get one. Whether it's receiving yards, and then one thing to point out here, they have the over and the under option. When you're doing your homework, knowing this receiver is going to get locked down, you can alter under. Okay, they give you the over and under. That's key. That's major key. When you're hustling, some people just playing. Some people play the books. They gamble for different reasons. Some people are really hustling on this shit. All right, so there's different ways to attack this shit. You go over, you go under on DraftKings, and all of that. So it's a lot of ways to attack things. And like I said, at FanDuel, they do not offer receptions. The same game parlay. You can come over here and and start constructing shit like Brandon Cooks receptions and who I like. I like Chris Moore, Nico Collins. Who? Okay, so they don't have Palmer's receptions out there. Nico Collins receptions 3. You can just start constructing shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's for another story right there. I just have to point that out every time because I don't want folks to be missing out on money. You know what I'm saying? If there's basketball coming around, we're trying to eat at the end of the day. Let's see. Next game here, Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts here. All right. Now, I don't like the game script in this one here. I don't like the game script. You're gonna have Henry out there, and then you're gonna have. Listen, look, man. You're gonna have Henry out there, Henry out there, and you're gonna have what's my boy name? Whatever the fuck the running back name is. Let's see. So you're gonna have Henry out there, and you're gonna have Jonathan Taylor out there. Okay, so both of these guys, they're gonna be out there running the ball. Okay, that's one thing. It's gonna be taking time off the clock. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, I'm right. What do we have here? We have a 43 over under. I don't really mess with totals too much, but like I said, the game script, you got to think about game script and how you think this game is going to play out. 2 running backs. You got Henry out there, and you got fucking, like I said, what's my boy name? I keep forgetting his fucking name, Jonathan Taylor. Both of these guys, look at the rushing attempts for these guys. Look at the rushing attempts. So look. What's up, Joey? What's up? So look at the rushing attempts for these guys. 21, 31 for game 1, week 1. Then he had 9 versus Jacksonville. And then you got 21. All right, that's a lot of rushing attempts there. Then you look at Derrick Henry. All right, 21 rushing attempts, 13 and 20. If both of these guys get 21 rushing attempts or better, and just these 2 guys alone, then it's gonna be a problem. Joy say, I'm taking the Titans, man. Colts are underwhelming. All right. So when you're doing your props and shit like that, you got to take into consideration, game flow, and then, I got love for. Listen, I got love for. I don't know if they're gonna be spreading the ball around like that, man. That's DraftKings joy. That's DraftKings joy. But listen, I don't know if they're gonna spread the ball around like that, man. So look, even if they have time to spread the ball around like that, so the usual suspects is gonna on each side is gonna be Pittman. It's gonna be Woods. Woods showing that he's being healthy. That he's healthier right now. All right. His target share is going up. 2 targets, 5 targets, 9 targets last game versus Vegas. Now, remember, like I said, don't want to. Sometimes you don't want to be all over the place, all right? Because when we talk about guys, I do got love for, but probably not this game. So I do got love for Treylon Burks. Okay, he's going to be up and coming. I got love for Treylon Burks, but I probably can't target him this game. I probably just can't target him this game. All right, I just think the target's going to be condensed. They're going to be, running the ball. Shit, I don't want to be all over the place. I'm sticking to the highest usage motherfuckers so I can get in and get out. All right, if I even decide to target this game. All right, and then you got Pittman Jr. Matt Ryan knows how to key in on the receiver. Like I said, 9 targets, 13 targets, very efficient. 8 receptions on 9 targets. 9 targets on 9 receptions on 13 targets. And then, like I said, use this shit to your advantage. You can come over here to PrizePicks. Michael Pittman. I can put in Pittman. And like I said, they have targets. They have target props here. All right. Reception targets over here on PrizePicks, sitting at 8.5. He's eclipsed this in both games that he played. He's going to be targeted early and often. All right. That targets, these are just targets, not receptions. Receptions sitting at 6. The targets sits 8.5. How many times you throw that motherfucker your way? And the list goes on. It's just, it is what it is. But what I really want to happen for this game here, and what I liked, I missed my boat. I did see the 25 receiving yards for Derrick Henry last week. We're sitting at plus 450. I didn't pull the trigger, and I would love to see them keep him acclimated in the pass game. Like I said earlier in my podcast, they need to get this man going every which way they can. Last week they gave him 6. Last week they gave him who said that? Chill Will. I play fantasy too, so this fantasy site, bro. I play fantasy. So when I get off here, I gotta do like 30 fantasy lineups and then finish off the rest of my betting. But yeah, this is a DraftKings fantasy. Either way it goes, we need to see him. We need to see more of this. These targets here, we need to see more of this. 6 targets, get him on the outside, get a DB out there so he can stiff arm his ass right up in them stands somewhere. That's what we need. So reception yards, he had 58 reception yards. I don't know if he got reception yards out right now. Let me look at FanDuel. Real fast to see if I can get a reception prop for him. And you have to watch FanDuel because they put out certain props when they want to put it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? They put out certain props. They make your ass wait. Boy. They make you wait. So Tennessee Titans, I want to run a check on, but they'll let you go ahead and fuck them up, though. They'll let you go ahead and fuck them up. So let's see. Passing props, receiving props here. All right, let's see what this do. I have some interest in, okay, so Robert Woods, Johnson, Derrick Henry, 11.5 receiving yards, minus 113. Derrick Henry. Early in the morning, they're going to slide Derrick Henry up here. They ain't going to put him in the alternate section right now. But watch, early in the morning, they're going to slide him up here like an hour or two before lock. It's just to see if you're going to catch it. Let's just see if you're going to catch it. Because, look, they had 25 yards for him, Derrick Henry, in the alternate section. That shit was plus 450. So we'll see. I'm going to definitely go back because you'd rather be, when you catch some shit like that, you'd rather be early and not late. I was there. I seen it 25 yards, plus 450, and I'm like, they ain't finna throw that motherfucker the ball because they ain't been. Sure enough, that motherfucker got 6 targets last week. You know, he got 6 targets last week, bro. And look, 1 target week 1, 0 targets against Buffalo. How do you get 0 targets versus Buffalo? Knowing this guy is just a fucking assault and battery weapon. Motherfucker, you got a Draco out there. Like, use that motherfucker. Either way it go, it is what it is with that. So, like I said, I think that they're going to be running this ball, and it's going to take away from some of the players, some of the other guys, like some of the other receivers and shit like that. You always got to take into consideration the whole game, man. You got two of the best running backs in the league. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I don't play too many sides. I'm a prop guy. Who you guys like in this one? I don't fucking know. I'll tell you the truth. I don't know. Let me see. Let me move it. Let's move it. Chicago, my Chicago motherfucking Bears, man. Jesus Christ, they sabotaging this, man. Either way it go, I'm gonna tell you. Let's talk about what's going on here. So let me get these teams pulled up here. All right. So look. Okay, of course, Kalia Herbert definitely in play. Saquon Barkley. With the injuries over here, matter of fact, let me pull up a depth chart so I can explain this shit. Okay, so we got so Kalia Herbert definitely in play. I don't know if I want to go all the way with his reception prop. I mean, with his rushing prop, but this Bears O-line has been run blocking pretty good. We're gonna get that out the way first. And then, I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about the receivers over here. Let's just focus on New York Giants, man. So Saquon Barkley, okay, with all the injuries over there, he's going to be the best player on the field. Just so his usage should be elevated. You can look for him for rushing plus receiving yards. You can look at him for receiving yards. You can look at him for being a high usage player tomorrow. Okay, just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the wide receiver. What was that? Rondell Robinson out. I want to say. Let me make this a definite. Let's make this definite here. Let me move this Chicago Bears. Let's go to receivers. Okay, Kadarius Toney. They don't. He's a Swiss Army knife. I like him. He's out. Fuck it. He's out. Wandale Robinson out. Kenny Golladay. He should be playing. Mr. Drop every fucking thing. And James Jr. Richie James. Richie James is gonna be that guy you're gonna really want to fuck around with. And then Steele's gonna be out there a lot too, man. So those are the guys. I don't know, man. I like Saquon in this one here. I'm just not a fan of the run defense for Chicago. Okay, it's trash. All right. Now I don't know what type of game this is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of game it's going to be. I'm going to be looking at Saquon Barkley to get in there for a touchdown. I don't really want to keep talking about too much of this game, man. Y'all already know the drill. I just wanted to point out some of those wide receivers for people, just in case they don't, they ain't been listening or they ain't been checking out what's been going on in the news, whatever the case may be. And then Jacksonville Jaguars at Philadelphia Phillies here. I mean, I'm still in baseball mode. Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So both of these defenses have improved. That's one thing. All right. Both of these defenses have improved. Hey, Trevor Lawrence, he's been awesome, man. He's been awesome. He's had 1 interception this year, running this shit out that offense. So I can't, this secondary over here for Philly, I'm a little bit weary there. So I might, that's one thing there. Now, speaking of these wide receivers here, I'm just going to talk about Jacksonville real fast. Keeping an eye out on Zay Jones here. Let's see what any news we got for Zay Jones. It's questionable Sunday. I think he's going to go. But we'll wait for the 3 a.m. tweet from Adam Schefter to see what's going to happen. But I think he's going to go. He's been a great addition here. He's been lights out. You know what I'm saying? So he's just carved him out a big target share of what's been going on here. I mean, especially last week, 11 targets, 9 targets week 1, 3 targets versus Indy. So there you have that. But yeah, he's carved himself out a role here. All these guys, the top 3 receivers, are solidified. Christian Kirk has been playing great ball. I think he's got 2 touchdowns. So I can't say enough for. He got 3 touchdowns. Matter of fact, can't say enough. Christian Kirk, his target should be solidified as well. I think he'll be coming out the slot. Marvin Jones, crafty receiver. I get that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can't say too much about this game, man. What I want to say is if Zay Jones happen to miss, I think it's going to benefit somebody like Evan Ingram. And then I think Evan Ingram might have a decent game right now, either way it go. With that secondary, I think that secondary is pretty legit. If you ask me, it's okay for Philly. So Evan Ingram, roaming around that middle, probably going to be need to be used in this spot here. So I think Evan Ingram is going to be, I have to see, especially if, let's say, if Zay Jones don't go, give me the over, man. Give me the over his shit. Give me the over his reception. Sit at 3.5. So you got to look at all the facets of all the game, the facets of the whole game here. On the Philly side, I think Jacksonville's run defense is a little bit better. You want to target Jacksonville through the air, and they should have no problem with targeting these guys through the air for sure. AJ Brown, Smith, and then Dallas Goedert, of course. Dallas Goedert. I think he's going to be. He's going to have a play in one of these games for sure. But I can't talk you off AJ Brown or DJ Smith in this spot. Both of these guys, I think they're in a great spot here. Target wise, I mean, it's going to be there for Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, especially AJ Brown. I mean, they've 13 targets, 8, 10. If you're playing PrizePicks, like I said, if you're playing PrizePicks, you could definitely look at Brown for targets here. Let's see. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, PrizePicks does offer targets, not catching the motherfucker, just getting it thrown at you. So his target prop is sitting at 8.5 targets, not receptions, targets. All right. So that's something I might want to take advantage of. All right. Hopefully we see a good game. Hopefully Jacksonville keep playing well. It's good to see. It's good to see, them boys playing good there. And, I mean, it's not too much I can say about this here. I'm not a size person like that. I'm not a size person. I don't pick size that much. If I had to pick a side in this one, it would probably be, I don't fucking know. It probably would be, I don't know, man. It's too early, man. Shit, I don't start locking down into sides until after week 6. I ain't gonna lie. I still don't know who is who, to tell you the truth. I still don't know who is who. I'm just keeping it funky with you, man. I still don't know who is who. But either way it go, let's keep it moving, Joe. The Jets and the Steelers here. Okay, so Flacco's going to the bench, and I mean, it is what it is, but now I have to retrain myself to how I think, these targets are going to go. He has been, throwing the ball at a high motherfucking rate, okay? So he's been throwing the ball, just throwing it all over the place, all right? So now we're going to get Zach Wilson in the fold, all right? Now, last year, Zach Wilson, he was locking into, Corey Davis and Moore. You know what I'm saying? But now you got Wilson on the scene. Garrett Wilson, he's been playing phenomenal with Flacco. You know what I'm saying? The targets has been 11, 14, and 8 through the first weeks. 6, 8, 4. Haven't been 6, 8 receptions, but the target's been there. So if you want to test those targets, but this is a whole different quarterback. So it is what it is with that situation. I don't know how it's gonna go, man. I mean, you can go back and check some of those numbers. I mean, Corey Davis has been peppered with targets lately. This team has been throwing. They broke records throwing the ball, 10, 5, and 4. And then Elijah Moore, the receptions he's been getting has been off the charts as well. It's been like what 9, 5, and 7. So they've been really, really, really passing the ball. Don't get me talking about the running back. The running back target share has been up there as well. You got Brees Hall. He's been participating. He had 11 target game, a 9 target game, a 1 target game. So I don't know if they're going to be distributing these targets like that, because Flacco just getting out there throwing that motherfucker. He don't give a fuck. He getting out there throwing motherfucker. So it is what it is with that situation right there. So I'd like to temper my expectations with that. But I would imagine the target is still going to be there for Wilson. He's pretty good. 11 targets. He's averaging 10 targets. So the target should be there for him. So what do we have his reception prop sitting at? Let's see. His reception prop is going to be sitting at. Now keep in mind, like I said, DraftKings, you throw receptions in a player Gary Wilson 4.5 receptions at plus 120, man. At plus 120. So if you want to go to same game parlays and throw a 4 in there, you might still get 4 for minus 100 reception. The other John, sign me up for that. I mean, his receptions and his targets, yeah, sign me up for that, man. I mean, when we talk about the other side now, he pulled up to the stadium with 5 targets already. You know what I'm saying? So shit, look, Deontay Johnson, he's got double-digit targets each and every game. He's this number. He's hit this number. 6, 7, and 8 catches. 11, 10, and 12. He's averaging 11 targets a game. So the proof is in the pudding right there. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Just sign me up. I can't. That's my play. That's my play. I can't. Until he fails me. He's been doing this shit for 2 years straight. Johnson. His targets. Let's see. His target prop. So his reception targets is sitting at 8.5 on PrizePicks. Okay. Let me see. Let me move that up. 8.5. All right. He's eclipsed that every game. This year and last year. So, the drill. The drill. The drill right there. He's got 11, 10. He's got to go out there and 9 targets. That's if you want to get there. But the 5.5 receptions, I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with it. All right. That's one of my favorite props from this game here. Let's keep it moving, man. Let me get out. Let me get out this jam for you guys, man. Arizona Cardinals and Carolina here. Carolina is in a good spot here versus this secondary of Arizona here. So that's one thing. All right. Let's talk about Marquise Brown right here, right? Because this motherfucker went out there and had 17 targets last game. All right. He's been targeted early and often. They try to make him be great. All right. 17 targets. He had 14 catches on 17 targets. They're moving him around. All right. Six catches on 11 targets. So, target monsters, usual suspects, most highest usage players. That's what we're fucking with. Man. I live and die with the usage here. All right. So, don't know what it is. Let's see what his reception prop is. Over there. Carson Panthers got breezing up there, freezing up. Y'all can hear me though. As long as y'all can hear me, that's cool. But let's see. I really like McCaffrey in this spot here. The rest of y'all sitting at 61.5. I really like that. Yeah, I'm lagging like a motherfucker, Joy. You're getting down on me. But either way it go, let's see. DJ Moore needs to. This could be very well be a DJ Moore game too, man. So definitely look out for that. Definitely could be a DJ Moore game. But let's see. Marquise Brown, 5.5 receptions. 5.5 receptions. All right, 5.5 receptions. 5.5 receptions. He's hit this the last 2 games. And then, like I said, that's what I'm looking at. Now, another guy that's on my radar here, another high usage player, is going to be Zach Ertz here, man. Concentrated targets. Go ahead, bro. I got a referral code. You can use my referral code too. You might get something. They might give you something. With a fancy account, they might give you something. So get at me on Twitter or whatever. You can holler at me on Twitter. DM me or something. Zach Ertz, all right. He's been getting first game, he was coming back from that injury or whatever case. He was questionable. He got 2 receptions on 4 targets. Found out he was healthy, and then boom, 11 targets, 10 targets. So the targets are going to be there. All right, so that's one thing. So don't sleep on Zach Ertz. What is his reception prop? Probably sitting at 4.5. Receptions sitting at 4.5, probably 4.5 at plus 120. Okay, 4.5 at plus 120. Do not forget, you can put receptions in your same game parlay on DraftKings. Don't forget that. DraftKings give you more ways. They give you over and under on your receptions. I can keep saying this because I need people to understand it. Me, like I said, I belong to as parlay. I don't know how you gonna hit the line. You got to do that. I'm gonna probably make one tomorrow, but it is what it is. But yeah, those are some of the highest usage players that I want to target right now. Rondell Moore. Oh my God, is Rondell Moore playing? Oh shit, I forgot all about that shit. Let me see. Damn, is Rondell Moore playing? Shit, he's questionable. Damn, he's expected to be available. Rondell Moore is pretty good, y'all. I don't know what is. Damn. And then they got Greg Dortch out there. They're gonna have Dortch out there. Dortch has been getting targets like a motherfucker too, especially last game. But he's got 9 and 10 targets in the 4-target game against Vegas. So he's somebody you can watch out too. But yeah, man, damn, I forgot all about Rondell, man. I forgot all about Rondell. Now on the Carolina side here, I was looking at that receiving prop here for the receiving prop for the rushing prop for Christian McCaffrey. It's probably still too low, man. Let me see. Rushing yards sitting at 61.5. You can give me the over on that shit. I ain't even gonna lie, man. You can give me the over on that shit. Like I ain't gonna lie. I love to see him get back to the target monster that he was and getting all these receptions. But I can't talk you off his reception prop sitting at his reception yards sitting at 29.5. And then his receptions prop sitting at 3.5. That's a parlay piece at minus 165. I talk you off at 29.5 reception yards. It is what it is. Shit. Like I said, don't be surprised if you see DJ Moore pop off. He hasn't been doing shit. This secondary is trash. Don't be surprised if you see DJ Moore with a long bomb or some shit like that. And then you got guys like Robbie Anderson, who's more than capable of taking the top off the defense. So this secondary for the Cardinals is just bad, man. It's just bad, okay? just bad. So passing yards, reception yards, and shit is definitely in play. What's the next game I want to talk about here is Denver Broncos and the wait. New England Patriots and Green Bay Packers. Okay, so back here, I'm having some love for Aaron Jones. All right, I'm having some love for Aaron Jones. Then I'll be looking at I absolutely love Romeo Dubs, but you're gonna have Watson's coming back, man. Watson's coming back, so it is what it is. I if y'all been rocking with me since preseason, I was playing Romeo Dubs like a motherfucker. So it is what it is. Y'all already know it did. Even in preseason, Aaron Rodgers was praising him. So I got some love for Romeo Dubs. I definitely think he's better than Lazard. Watson is talented, so he should be back. And like I said, Aaron Jones, but it's just hard. It's hard when you got a vulture behind him like AJ Dillon. He's a vulture. Now on the other side of the ball here, I probably ain't gonna like too much, but I'll probably be fading. I mean, Jacoby Myers, that's my guy. Used to be a oh shit, he's out. Oh shit, I thought he was gonna play, so he's out. Okay, well that's something there. Fuck, he's out. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to put something together. I have to go back and relook at this shit again. I had my eyes set on fucking with Myers on that one there. All right, but let me keep it moving there. I probably is gonna be Green Bay at nothing if I was to choose a game there. And last game I want to talk about here is this Denver and Las Vegas game here. This is a crazy game. Okay, so Denver's defense is pretty good. Okay, it's been winning games for their ass because they ain't been putting up no points. So we're gonna get that shit out the way right now. Denver's defense is pretty good. The rush defense and the secondary is pretty good. Now, if their secondary is any good, like I think they are, then it's a possibility that I might just don't even somebody like I might go to somebody like Adams. I mean, I might not even go to us with somebody like that. I might look at, Darren Waller. He disappointed us last week. This might be a spot where he could get back. This might be a spot where he can get back, man. So I'll be looking at Waller this week, seeing if I really want to, target him. He's got to be kind of ticked a little bit because his usage was through the charts last year. He hasn't eclipsed double-digit targets this season yet. With 3 receptions last year, 22 yards, absolutely hurt a lot of people. I know it did. So, but I think he's going to have a bounce-back week this week. I'll be looking at Darren Waller in this one here. I want to have some love for Josh Jacobs, but I'm probably going to temper my expectations. On the flip side, on the Denver side here, Melvin Gordon was questionable. Won't they just sit his ass down, please? Just sit him down. I mean, god damn, or trade his ass or something. It's Williams' season, but we can't get the full potential of Williams while Gordon's around. So it is what it is. He's creeping up. He's getting the bulk of the share, not by too much though, but he's getting the bulk of the share right now. So I mean, it is what it is. Sutton is that guy right now. Jerry Jeudy, he's up there, but Sutton, I think he's 6'3", 6'4". Targets are there for him. He's the guy for Russell Westbrook. 7, 11, and 10. I mean Russell Wilson. 7, 11, and 10 targets here. 7 and 8 receptions on the last 2 games. I got some love for Cortland Sutton every time they play. Okay, every time they play. Let's see what this proper sitting at. What we got here? No, my shit acting up. My shit acting up. But that's the last game I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna say the Monday night game for Monday night. Wait a minute, that ain't even the Sunday night game. Yeah, so I'll save that shit for the Monday night game. I'm finna get the fuck up out of here, man. It's time for me to hit these motherfucking streets on everything. Buy me a drink. But yeah, it is what it is, y'all, man. I appreciate you guys, or whatever the case may be, lending me your ears, or whatever the case may be with that. Let me see. Damn, I skipped over the Rams game. That's what I did. Oh, that's whole next week. All right, it is what it is, guys. Peace, man. What you say? Any picks I really like? Shit, I don't know how much more bumping they gonna do. Tomorrow's the day. I went through them. It's hard to really go back. I'm getting ready to go have me a. I'm gonna post it. If you got my Twitter, I know you on YouTube. So, check the comment section tomorrow. I mean, it's a lot of plays that I like. Too many plays that I like. It's just a matter of fact on if I'm gonna get there. I'll check this out later on tonight or something like that. I'll upload a YouTube short, and it's going to have at least 3 or 4 tickets or something like that. If you want to tell, I don't know if you're talking about PrizePicks or the books, but that's what I'm gonna do. So if you want to tell, then be my guest, man. So it is what it is, man. Appreciate you though. I don't want to butcher your name. I just call you Six. It's all good.